Can you hear me now? Hello? Test, test, test. Can you hear me? Anyone? I forgot I turned the mic off a couple days ago when I was recording Mandalorian reactions. A little more volume. How's that? Hear me nice and clear? Okay, sweet. All right. So I was going on just saying basically I haven't seen my team win a title since 2006, Texas Longhorns. I've been through a lot of losses. Obviously, if you don't make the championship, that's a loss. But 2 World Series with the Texas Rangers, an NBA Finals with the Oklahoma City Thunder, a college national championship with the Texas Longhorns, and then, of course, 2015, Jeff Gordon. But today, as a sports fan, it's been a great day for me. Dude, I can't even. But, yeah, as I was saying, I got a victory bottle of Mountain Dew back here. I'm going to open it over here just in case it explodes. I just got it. Did a quick car ride, but hopefully this thing doesn't turn on me. I'd rather not have it explode in here. I'll do it over the sink. That's even a better idea. All right, come on. It's not exploding, so that's good news. Woo! Victory Mountain Dew, baby. Hopefully. Oh man, I'm so excited. Woo! Yeah, I definitely considered trying to convince someone to get a couple of these and spray them all over each other, but I thought it would be a little difficult to get someone to spray Mountain Dew all over each other, but definitely not going to do it in here. This is my only room, so. Great day. Thank you, everyone in the comments below. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it somewhat calm as my computer starts to poop out. It's been like 2 minutes of a live stream. But yeah, I guess we can go now that we got the unlocking of the Mountain Dew. Okay, all right, I'll try. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's about as much as I can do. Mountain Dew is very carbonated. Denny coming up short again. That's unfortunate. That is a tough scene all around. I completely forgot about Denny until about 10 minutes ago, but it really did. It felt like his year. Everything lined up. Their top competition, Kevin Harvick, was eliminated. He won this race last year. I mean, it was really feeling like it was going to be his time, but of course, he couldn't get it done. I think last year and this year, both times I've been like, this is the year. I think this is the year he could get it done. I don't pick him because I don't think it's a reliable pick, but I think to myself, I think it's his year, but there's something there. He doesn't know how to get it done. So that's unfortunate. Chase Elliott fans and Denny Hamlin fans have had that rivalry for a while. And, of course, now, of course, Chase Elliott fans, even though they don't have as many wins, they got a title, and so they got the advantage there. So checkmate, Denny fans. But as for Brad and Joey, Brad looked really good, but his pit crew was awful today. They had 4 or 5 bad stops today. You can't even afford 1 or 2 in a championship race. And it cost them. They had to start 10th or something, 6th or something. And then on that final green flag pit stop, he had to, of course, fall back really far. He was like 6 seconds off the lead, and that ruined any chance he had at winning. And, of course, pit crews, it's a team sport. The pit crew messed up. It might have been a little hungover from the Austin-centric championship. I don't know. But it screwed him. And then also, yeah, great example, Daniel. Last year we saw Denny and Martin screwed up their chances. They put the wrong tire on Martin Truex Jr., and he had a loose wheel or something. And then Denny, they put too much tape on. They went a little too aggressive with that call. And then back to Joey. Joey Logano definitely had the second best car. He led 130-something laps, a lot of those early on. But He was able to challenge Elliott for the lead for a bit. Keselowski was also able to. I think those were the 3 best cars, no question about it. But, they had really good days. And then shout out to Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson, a 5th place finish in his final start's amazing. He's had a really bad year, especially for Jimmy standards. He's crashed out. He's had bad runs. But to finish it off with a 5th place finish and to see his teammate win the championship, that's got to be a great feeling. That's a literal handing off the torch kind of thing. So really happy for Jimmy Johnson. In fact, hold on, give me a second. Yeah, Denny looked terrible all day. We'll talk about that too. Got to put up the Jimmy Johnson shirt over here somewhere. Jimmy, there you go. I don't know how much of that you can see, but I don't know how clear it's going to be, but it's up there. But yeah, Denny, I think the way this format works, and now with Phoenix being the title race, this just proves that, you can do great all year on these 1.5 miles, 2 miles, but if you don't have the 750 package down, it's going to hurt you and it's going to cost you a championship. And I think that's what happened today or this year. Denny and that 11 team, they did great everywhere except for the short tracks, basically. You saw I'm brain farting. You saw them do great at Kansas, Michigan, Indianapolis, Pocono, wherever they went. But then when it came to short tracks, you saw him leading late at Bristol, but he crashed. You saw him win the Dover race, but that was about it. He didn't really do that well on the short tracks, and that ended up costing him. Austin Higgins, I actually got a story about that. We will pull up Twitter. It's a really cool story why Jimmy didn't do burnouts with him. Hold on. My computer's not having a fun time. All this background going on. Give me a second. I'm trying to pull it up, just FYI. It's just my computer's being really slow. Where is it? All right, come on. So many tweets. I like a lot of tweets. All right, I got to be almost there. I got to be getting close. Chad Canals, Jimmy Johnson, Chase Elliott, Jimmy Johnson, Chase Elliott, Fox. All right. Where is it? Maybe I retweeted it. Retweeting. That's what I do a lot. What's up to anyone that has joined since? Sorry if you can hear the computer background noise. I can't control it. My computer gets really weird. Let's see. Come on. Retweets. I basically retweeted everything that said Chase Elliott. Gosh darn it. If I can't find it, then I'll just say it blatantly. Give me 2 more minutes. Can't find it. So basically what it was apparently Chase, or someone asked Jimmy, do you want to do burnouts with Chase? And he said, no, this is Chase Elliott's moment. This is all about him. It's not about me. So really classy of Jimmy Johnson to let it be about Chase Elliott, not about him. But we did see him in that moment, Jimmy Johnson doing a victory lap basically, and then Chase Elliott basically saying what's up to him. So that was a cool moment between them two. Yeah. Let me turn the screen sharing on real quick. And there we go. So there's a picture of Chase Elliott with the race win trophy and the championship trophy. Once again, you got to win the race to win the championship. That has been like that every year of the format, and it still doesn't matter what track. Homestead, Phoenix, doesn't matter. Chase is a class act, yeah. What's up, Christian? Guess who's back? Back again. Hendrick is back. Tell Danny B and What If Carnation they are back. They are back. Usually there's dual burnouts if the champion doesn't win the race. Yeah, but like you saw in 2016 with Kevin Harvick and Tony Stewart, Harvick won at Bristol and invited Stewart to do burnouts with him at Bristol, so they both did burnouts. But I think Jimmy declined the option. I think Chase brought it up, but I could have sworn I saw that somewhere. I can't find it on my Twitter. I also hold on. Give me a second. What was I saying? I don't know. Anyways, gonna take a while for this to soak in. Yeah, I agree. It's been way too long since I've been a part of, or not a part of, but been able to celebrate my favorite team's championship. So I'll definitely soak this one up. Probably keep this Mountain Dew bottle. Try to get it signed by Chase Elliott. That'd be a cool moment. Wow, it goes bad the week after the Daytona 500. That's interesting. But yeah, Mountain Dew. Victory Mountain Dew. If you don't know, Mountain Dew's a sponsor of Chase Elliott. I am going to races next year. Planning it. I don't have tickets yet. I haven't scheduled. I usually wait till as late as possible just in case anything pops up. But I'm planning to go on both Talladega races, the Texas All-Star race, maybe COTA. It depends on my schedule and because it's a little out of the way for me. It's close, but it's out of the way. But I'm not going to say 100%, but about 90% sure, both Talladega races and the Texas All-Star. I want to look at the results with you guys. Yeah, I just I know that after a race, normally I do a post-race like recap. But with tonight, I mean, last week I was able to celebrate for about an hour, but I knew next week's a championship. Might as well save the rest for that. So I was able to do a normal recap after that. But tonight I knew I wasn't going to be able to do it without freaking out a little bit. Just like Chase Elliott, NASCAR champion, Alan Gustafson. I tell you what, Alan Gustafson is a great crew chief. He's one of the best in the garages. He's gotten so much crap over the years because he's been the crew chief for so many great drivers: Kyle Busch, Mark Martin, Jeff Gordon, Chase Elliott. And, like that call in the Coca-Cola 600, I thought it was a bad call, but people were saying he should be fired. He shouldn't have his job, which I thought was absurd. And so this is basically Alan Gustafson's way of saying, haha, eat it, haters. So I'm really happy for Alan Gustafson as well. He's a really good crew chief, and he deserves a championship. And that was one of the first things Chase Elliott said when he got out of the car. He said, Alan Gustafson is a NASCAR Cup Series crew chief champion thing. So, yeah, I'm thrilled for Alan Gustafson as well. I'm extremely happy for him. To all you haters who were saying he should be fired, this one's to you. Yeah, there's no way I'm drinking all this Mountain Dew tonight. I mean, I'm already kind of... I haven't even had dinner. I don't even think I'm going to eat dinner. I think I'm just going to eat some snacks, get a bowl of popcorn or something. I didn't even know whether to jump around or cry. I'm so mixed with emotions. It still hasn't sunk in the way the first part of the year went. I really didn't think this would happen. But hey, I tell you what. I have never been more proud of myself with a prediction. I hate to celebrate. Excuse me 1 minute. I'm going to mute this real quick. All right. Sorry about that. From my neighbor, Victory Candy, Woohoo Kit Kat. Eat that later. Um, what were we talking about before? I forget what we were talking about. Someone's gonna have to remind me. Alan Gustafson was a NASCAR Cup Series crew chief or something like that. Um, I think I was talking about. I really don't remember, but championships and stuff. It's fun. Oh yeah, my prediction. I was. That's what it was about. I have never picked a Cup Series champion correctly, even when it comes to the start of the playoffs. Like with the 12 drivers, because back in my first 5 years of NASCAR, with the exception of 2015, I always picked Gordon to win the title because I was a Gordon fan. 2015, I was realistic. I said he wouldn't win, and of course, he makes it to the championship four. I had him getting out of the round of 12. But then after that, I've been making predictions at the beginning of the playoffs. In 2018, I think was the first year I did a full season, and I picked Kyle Busch in 2018. He made it to the championship four, came up short. 2019, I picked Brad Keselowski. He got knocked out in the round of 12, which was really frustrating because he had such a strong start to the year. And this year, I picked Chase Elliott because, frankly, I really like this playoff schedule for him. It's a lot of tracks he's really good at. It's a lot of tracks he's improved at. And Phoenix is a much better championship race than Homestead for him. They've been much better at Phoenix than they have been at Homestead. So, yeah, that's why I picked him at the beginning of the season. It feels really good to get a preseason championship prediction right. I've never felt that either. So a preseason championship prediction and a favorite driver championship is a good day. Too early to talk repeat. Yeah, let's not go into the power rankings and stuff for next year. Um, it's too early to say. You got to soak up this celebration first. But basically, what I'm going to do for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to just, Chase Elliott championship stuff, but I'm also going to do like 2020 recap, 2020, just remembering the 2020 season, how weird it was, how chaotic it was with all the disruptions from COVID. And then also I have a plan. You guys know I've done the NASCAR wars, and I do like a title crawl. End credits music is a big deal in Star Wars, so I was going to do like a season recap basically through the end credits. I've had that plan for a few months after I started doing the NASCAR wars, so I'm expecting to continue to do that, or not next year, but to continue on with the end credits and finale. We'll have that out next week. I'm 90% sure on which movie I'm going to do. If you want to go listen to the music beforehand, Revenge of the Sith. But nothing locked in. It's going to take a couple days to work on, a lot of clips and stuff. But other than that, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go broke from buying merchandise. I'm going to buy a shirt, a hat, probably the race win die cast, maybe a flag. That one's getting lonely, and it probably needs a Cup Series champion on there. I don't know what the Easter Island emoji means. I see it all the time, and I still don't know what it means. Can you do top 10 favorite paint schemes in 2020? Actually, yeah. I have that on my list of videos to do in the off season. So there's like a mirror on my door, and it always freaks me out when I look over there. Yeah, Night at the Museum, the Easter Island, the Dum Dum. That was one of my favorite movies as a kid. Yeah, I've only gotten one race win diecast. It's a 124, and that was the Blaney from Talladega, just because that was my first Talladega race, and I had such a good time, and it was an iconic finish. So I was like, I got to get as much merch for that. So I got the T-shirt, got the diecast, but I would not be surprised if the Chase Elliott merch sold out tonight. So I'm probably going to pre-order that stuff as soon as we're done here, just so I can lock up getting that. Diecast probably won't come in till next summer, maybe even next fall, but the T-shirts, they usually pump out pretty quickly. I might get that sometime after Thanksgiving, between Christmas and Thanksgiving, because I remember I got my Blaney Win shirt in less than 3 weeks, and that was a pre-order, so you never know. Man, I have for Chase Elliott diecast, I have a couple 164s. I got 2019 Napa, 2018 Sun Energy Watkins Glenwin, 2017 Napa, 2016 Napa, 2018 Hooters. I think that's all the Chase Elliott diecast. I've been behind on diecast collections the past couple of years. Yes, thank you to Jimmy Johnson for his amazing career. You know, these past couple of years, definitely not the way he wanted to go out, but as you can see here, to finish fifth, lead a couple laps during a pit cycle, that's amazing. He's had such a bad year for his standards, and to see him go out with the top five, to see his teammate and someone he's been a mentor to win the championship, that's almost storybook like. I mean, obviously we would have loved to see Jimmy win, but that's about the next best thing you can get, was his teammate winning the race in the championship in his final race, and for him to actually finish well. I predicted that he would finish 7th for his 7 titles, but he finished 5th for his 5 in a row. I did watch the whole race, all 312 laps. Except, okay, I'm going to tell you, we're going to be negative for about 2 seconds here. The one thing I won't miss at all during the off season is NBC's commercials. They happen about every 10 laps, and I'm so glad to be done with NBC's commercials. I've not seen Cars 3. Actually, I've seen 1 and 2. I have not seen 3. Does that make me a bad NASCAR fan if I haven't seen Cars 3? I mean, sorry. Yeah, also, you know, every year we look at the championship four, and they dominate the races, as they should. You know, the teams they invest as much as they can, and they're always the top 5 cars, top 4 or 5 cars. And they talked about that today. All these other teams, it's just another race, but for these 4, they're going to throw all the rest of their budget, the rest of their resources, all their teams are going to be focused on these cars, and that's why they're so good, and we saw that today. I mean, look at that. 153 led by Elliott, 16 from Brad, 125 from Joey. Denny didn't even freaking lead a lap. Poor Denny, man. I kind of feel bad for him, but that's a total of, I'm going to pull out the calculator here, because quick math is just not my thing. 153 plus 16 plus 125 equals 294 out of 312 laps were led by championship 4. 4 led by Jimmy, 1 led by Blaney, and a couple other guys. I don't know if you noticed, Chase had, all 4 Hendrick cars, even Byron. Byron already had a yellow number, but Bowman did the same thing. Elliott did the same thing. I personally like the yellow number more than the blue. Makes the number pop more. It's kind of harder to read, I'll admit, but it's definitely neat, to say the least. All right, let's go through the results. Chase Elliott, your 2020 Cup Series champion. He wins at Phoenix to win the title. Oh my gosh, man. To say it feels good is an understatement. I don't know how I'm this calm. I'm just, in my head, I'm just like, I'm on a live stream. I got to keep it down. I already freaked out the people around me enough. But yeah, I'm so freaking happy, dude. I'm not going to sleep all night. I'm going to be super pumped tomorrow, this whole week, the rest of the off season. But yeah, dude, I'm beyond pumped. Second, Brad Keselowski, great season for them. Obviously second, in the words of Dale Earnhardt, being the first loser sucks, or whatever the exact quote is. Second place is just the first loser. You know, it's unfortunate. They still had a great season. They got nothing to hang their heads on. They got 4 wins on the season. Only their first year as a driver crew chief for Keselowski and Logano. Both those drivers, all 3 Penske drivers, so they got a bright future there. And none of their drivers are old. Brad's mid-30s, I think. Joey's barely 30. And Blaney's obviously young, so they got a really talented team over there. They're going to bring home some championships with those 3 drivers in the future. So really good day for Brad. He was the second best car, I think. Maybe Joey. I think Joey and Brad were definitely maybe even tied for the second best car. But great days for them. Obviously, second and third doesn't mean anything in this race, but a second place finish in the points for Brad, third place for Joey. Joey had a great car, 124 laps led. Yeah. Fourth place, Denny Hamlin. Dude, every time he loses, I'm like, that might be it. It's like Chase Elliott continues to talk about. You never know when it's your last race. You never know when it's your last chance for a championship. And, of course, Chase Elliott freaking wins in his first Final Four appearance. Denny Hamlin's been to 3 Final Fours, and he's been in position to win it 4 times, and he's fallen short each time. My faith in Denny Hamlin was already low, but this is a new low. Obviously, fourth in the points, 7 wins is nothing to be upset about, but you got to wonder, when's it going to happen? Is it going to happen is what I should say. And I really don't know if you're a Denny Hamlin fan, but I'm sorry. I don't know if he's going to win a title. His years are going away. He now has a little bit of a distraction owning a race team. I don't know how much he has left in the tank. Just a couple of years ago, before he went on this hot streak last year and this year, there were talks of him not being in the 11. Now, I don't think he's going to fall off a cliff and go winless and get booted out of his ride, but we know that Toyota likes to boot out drivers who don't win. Daniel Suarez, Eric Jones, Matt Kenseth, Joey Logano, Gibbs and Toyota, they boot drivers out. So Denny Hamlin, he has 2 or 3 bad years. He's gone. So I really don't know if it's going to happen. Jimmy Johnson, 5th, a great run in his final race. He was top 10 all day. Gets up to 5th there at the end. That's an amazing story. Already talked about it. Him winning, or him getting a top 5 and his teammate winning the championship is a great way to go out. Celebrating with Rick Hendrick, Chase Elliott, that whole team. Great day for them. So I'm happy for Jimmy. And then obviously 6th place, Ryan Blaney. Good finish for him. 7th place, Kevin Harvick. I thought they'd be better. 8th place, Matt DiBenedetto. Really good day for him. Let's go, Matty D. Man, I think I'm going to have to stop drinking this Mountain Dew. I'm like about to burp or something. But 9th, William Byron. Chad Knaus's last race as a crew chief. He gets to see Hendrick win a championship. And I guess we'll keep this over here. 3 Hendrick cars in the top 10, 2 in the top 5. 10th, Martin Truex Jr., not the day they wanted to have. 11th, Kyle Busch. He hit the wall a couple times. 12th, Kurt. 13th, Eric Almirola. He led some laps. Kurt led some laps. Clint Bowyer, his final race, he finishes 14th. That's another thing we are going to talk about. Some of the last, as we said, Jimmy, Chad, their last race. Clint Bowyer's last race, 14th. Bubba Wallace's last race with RPM, 15th. Alex Bowman, the last race in the 88, 16th. Christopher Bell, Levine Family Racing's last race, 17th. Austin Dillon, 18th. Tyler Reddick, 19th. Chris Buescher, 20th. Germain Racing's final race, 21st. I was at their highest ever finish with a 3rd place at Talladega. Eric Jones's final race in the 22nd. Michael McDowell, Ryan Newman. Matt Kenseth, his last ride in the 42, maybe last ride ever, but then again, we said that in 2018. We said that in 2017. That was going to be his last ride, and here we are. And he's once again in a car, so definitely a disappointing year for that 42 team. But Clint Bowyer, Jimmy Johnson, Matt Kenseth, Chad Knaus all going out in the same race is pretty mind-boggling, but he could come back. John Hunter Nemechek, Ricky Stenhouse, Cole Custer, your Rookie of the Year, Brendan Poole, J.J. Yeley, Daniel Suarez, Joey Gase, James Davison, Ryan Preece, Josh Bilicki, Timmy Hill, Garrett Smithley, Corey LaJoie. That's the last race that Go Fast Racing will be a full race team. They're going part-time next year. And then Quinn Houff. Overall, I thought it was a good race. We had a 3-car battle for the lead at one point. We had a good stage finish for Chase Elliott and Brad Keselowski. Some really good battles up front. I think with the 550 package on 1.5 miles, so it was a good idea to move it from 1.5 miles to a mile or a short track. Chase Elliott, he started last, dude. And he came into the top 10 before the competition caution. He ends up winning the race. That's amazing. So, yeah. Hello, S3AD. Marbleman 42 says Denny in 2010 problems with the car. 2014 pit stop called. Denny in 2019 a big chunk of piece of tape. Denny this year doesn't even lead a single lap. Yeah, that car. The thing is, it's like the car wasn't terrible. It was still a top 5 car. They just had nothing for the other 3, and those other 3 people they couldn't beat were the people they had to beat for the championship. So unfortunate for Denny, but dude, you got to do better in these situations. Him and the team. Last year was on Gabehart. They made an aggressive call for the tape. They had a really good car. They were up front. Gabehart went too aggressive with the tape, and it cost them the title. This year, I think it's an overall team thing. They just didn't have the car. Landon says, yeah, Landon. I won't troll you this time. I'm sure you're thrilled that Chase Elliott won the title. I'm thrilled that Chase Elliott won the title. I'm very happy, to say the least. Yeah, then he just wasn't good in the playoffs. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. You got the 9 team. If we're being completely honest, they were the most consistent team in the playoffs. They led laps in 9 out of the 10 races. They had 3 wins, which is the most out of playoff drivers. They would have finished top 5 at Darlington if it wasn't for a late crash. Top 5s at what? Phoenix, obviously, the win. Roval win. Martinsville win. 6th at Kansas. 5th at Talladega. 7th or something at Bristol. And they got like a 20th at Las Vegas after they dominated the day. So, they were the best team in the playoffs. So to see them win here, it's not like a complete shock. I think, obviously, you guys know me. I'm not a fan of this format. I think that Harvick was a deserving candidate for the title. But unfortunately, we can't turn that back. Just like we can't turn back time and say Gordon was the 2014 title. I say that all the time. Jeff Gordon should have won the 2014 title, but that's not going to change anything. Elliott was a deserving candidate. You look at his numbers. He had career highs and everything. Wins, top 5s, top 10s, laps led. He led the most laps out of these championship 4 drivers. He had the second most wins. I think second or third most top 5s, and then second or third most top 10s. So he was good all, especially the last 10 races. He was really good. He had a really strong start to the year. The summer sucked for him, but they were good all year for the most part, with the exception of a few races in the summer. And they were good at multiple tracks. You saw 1.5 miles. They got a win at Charlotte. Road courses, I don't even have to say. And then they win at 2 short tracks at the end of the year to win it all. Chat publicly is Marbleman 42. Jimmy Johnson and Chase Elliott won, starting in the back. Yeah, back in 2016 when Jimmy won his final title, he started in the back. Ooh, man. But yeah, I'm freaking thrilled, man. Woo! Gosh, I don't even know what to say. Just ramble for 5 minutes. Oh man. What a year. What a weird year. Started off with so much hype with the 2020 Daytona 500. Sold out crowd. President of the United States shows up. I mean, that's a pretty big deal. And then we have a great racing at Daytona. I mean, obviously the unfortunate Newman incident. I'm so glad he's okay. That was the scariest crash I've ever seen. We saw that happen, and then we go to Las Vegas, to Phoenix, to Auto Club, and we saw great racing. We really did. Las Vegas was a good race. Phoenix was a good race. We had great racing at the beginning of the year, and then COVID hits. COVID hits, and nobody knows what's going on. When are we going to come back? Are we going to come back? We finally get back at Darlington. Freaking conflict right off the bat. Kyle Busch wrecks Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott flips him the bird. And then Chase Elliott goes to the Coke 600, gives the Coke 600 away. Returns the favor with winning at Charlotte. And then we go to Bristol and we see Chase Elliott and Joey Logano wreck each other. So even more conflict. It was an exciting start back after the COVID break. We saw two conflicts, Chase Elliott and Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, Joey Logano. We saw some past champions winning races, Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski. And let me think, what else happened over the summer? We had the first ever Martinsville night race. It wasn't the most thrilling race, but there was good racing. And it was an entertaining race, I would say. Truex gets a win. We see races getting canceled, tracks losing their dates this year, like Chicago and Sonoma. Matt Kenseth almost wins the Brickyard 400. What else? We finally get some fans back at Talladega. Blaney wins by a few inches again. We see over July, we see Austin Dillon win at Texas. Cole Custer, a rookie, win at Kentucky. We saw everything happen. I mean, what a chaotic race, to say the least, man. Absolutely chaotic. And that Austin Dillon win, I was there for that. It was 105 degrees. It was a brutal day, but it was really cool to see Austin Dillon win in person. What else happened? I'm trying to think. Going to August, we have the Daytona road course, which definitely did not live up to the hype. I was expecting a chaotic race. It wasn't that chaotic, but Chase Elliott wins there, proves he's the best driver on road courses. Where else did we go? Let me think. Dover doubleheader, Pocono doubleheader. We had our first ever doubleheaders. Then the Daytona cutoff race. We see the 24 car go back to victory lane. Chad Knaus go back to victory lane. And we see Matt DiBenedetto make the playoffs. Jimmy Johnson, unfortunately, misses the playoffs. And then we come to the playoffs, and we got more conflict. Martin Truex Jr. and Chase Elliott wreck while fighting for the lead. Then we see Kevin Harvick just look dominating at the start of these playoffs, winning 2 out of the first 3 races. And then Keselowski looking like another title favorite, winning at Richmond, a similar track to Phoenix. We go on to the next round. Las Vegas turns into a chaotic race where Kurt Busch wins. Kurt Busch gets a win at his home track. We go to Talladega. Denny Hamlin sits at the back all day long and finally wins. Controversy, the double yellow line rule. Matt DiBenedetto, 2 races in a row where he was so freaking close to winning the championship. We have 34 people watching. That is a channel record. Thank you to everyone who is watching. I'm sorry if I missed your comment. I'm going through a very quick 2020 recap. I'll get back to your comments in a second. Anyways, where were we? Kurt Busch wins Las Vegas, Talladega. I was at Talladega. Yeah. And then we go to the Roval. Chase Elliott wins the Roval. We saw freaking rain tires in action. That's pretty historic. We go to the round of 8. We see Joey Logano use dirty air to his advantage to win at Kansas. And then we go to that next track, Texas, when we see like a freaking 2-day rain delay, or 3 days, however long it was. It was a crazy Texas race. That was the longest race I've ever seen. I thought that was a funny joke because it was like a 3-day delay. But then we see Martinsville, and we see one of the biggest collapses in NASCAR history. I'm going to call it that because that's how it feels right now. Kevin Harvick, with 67 playoff points, missed the Final Four after finishing second in the first race. That was about the most mind-boggling thing. I still can't believe that, to be honest. And then we go to Martinsville. We see Chase Elliott in a must-win. And, of course, he eventually goes on to win the title. That's your 2020 season recap. And Denny Hamlin choked again. Yeah. So it's just another normal year. The most normal thing to happen in 2020. Denny Hamlin doesn't win the title. All right. Back to the comments. Oh, no. Don't do that. Minnesota Twins fan 7, how you doing? Brady, how you doing? Chase Elliott fans, congrats on the championship. Thank you, Robert Summers. Do you think Noah Gragson will join Hendrick in 2022? No, I do not. I think they keep Bowman. Unless he just has like an absolutely awful year next year, they're keeping Bowman. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm doing good, JB, NASCAR fan 48. David, what missed this year, 2020? Chase should have never won in the first place. He started in the back. NASCAR will always let Golden Boy win. Yeah, that was sarcasm. I'm reading it just as is, but that was sarcastic. If the most popular driver wins, Dale Jr. never won a title. But if anytime the most popular driver wins, everyone's going to say Golden Boy won. NASCAR's Golden Boy. They rigged it for him. But yeah, that's not the case. Just deal with it. People win from the back all the time. The only races I missed were Vegas in February. Vegas in February was actually a good race, if I remember correctly. Your thoughts on rain tires on ovals? Fiction. I do not think it will work. I think the tires will wear too quickly and that there will be too many wrecks and it will be a crap fest. So I do not believe it will happen. What a crazy year it has been. Yes, it has been a crazy year. God. I mean, it's every single range that you can think of chaos, it is gone. We had, it's such a sad, but I'm so glad he's okay. Ryan Newman, hurt in the Daytona 500, was in one of the scariest crashes I've ever seen. And then we see Kevin Harvick dominate and not even make the championship race. Chase Elliott, the most popular driver, win the championship. And, oh my gosh, God bless everyone watching this. 46 people in honor of Aaron Baines. That's a new channel record. Anyways, thank you. I'm sorry, I'm blown away. These are like channel records we're hitting here. Whew. What a crazy year it's been. Who will have a better year next year, the 43 or the 23? I'm going to go with the 23 there because the 43 is not that good. Anyways. Yes, everyone, Mountain Dew time. Woo! Mountain Dew. I've drank way too much Mountain Dew, like that much. I don't know how much that equates to, but stomach is feeling it right now. Hendrick they're gonna have a great young lineup next year. Kyle Larson, arguably the most talented driver in auto racing, I would say, in the U.S. at least. He wins everything in dirt. He's a great Cup Series driver. You got Chase Elliott, who just won a freaking championship, the third youngest NASCAR champion in NASCAR history. You got William Byron, who in my opinion is still unproven, and then Alex Bowman, a multi-time Cup winner who made a deep playoff run this year. So I think it's gonna be the future is bright for Hendrick Motorsports. Just subscribe. Thank you, Brady. Thank you. Yeah, everyone who hit subscribe, I'm getting like emails that say someone subscribed. Thank you. You guys are what make this channel survive and live and thrive. As Hunter said, the road to 1K, we're at like 969 according to my little button here. So, dude, we're 31 away from 1,000. It's been such a long journey. Almost 3 years with this channel, or over 3 years, I should say. It's been a fun journey. I've enjoyed every second of it. I love talking about NASCAR with fans. I love talking about Star Wars with fans. I just have an absolutely great time every time I click the record button on the camera. Every time I click stream on live stream, I have a blast. I love doing these live streams because I get to interact with people. People get to talk with me about the race. It's great. It's a great feeling to have people to talk to. Back to the comments. A lot of Chase fans, well, he is the most popular driver. About to hit 1,000 subs. Dude, if we hit 1,000, we're doing another celebration live stream. And I have a couple ideas for a video. Like reacting to my first ever video. I remember that day when I hit the record button. It was so cringy. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to edit. I didn't know how to crop. I didn't know how to anything. So I basically hit the record button and I was like, do I talk now? But I think the channel has evolved quite a bit. Some editing, some music. I think it's evolved just a bit. Hello, Gabe. How you doing? I don't think Larson should be banned. I think getting fired was definitely a right call. So what he did was bad. And, you know, he definitely deserves a second chance. But I'll admit, it was really quick for him to get a second chance. But he is a really talented driver. But it's tough to say. Yeah, subscribe, pump him up. mind blow this year. I know nothing about Fortnite, so dude, I'm sorry. I'm not going to talk about Fortnite. I don't even know what the purpose of the game is, and we're not going to get into Fortnite because I just don't know. And I'm not going to learn a game that I'm not playing. No offense, Gabe, but not a Fortnite fan. Wow, that is a major compliment from Stephanie. Wow. That's like, you get a high five. One of these days I'm going to have a feature where it's going to be like, you can high five, but high five for Stephanie. You and Eric, most entertaining NASCAR YouTubers. That makes me happy. That makes me happy when people say that they are entertained by what I make, whether it be reactions, whether it be one of these live streams, whether it be a race recap. But these are the things I enjoy doing. I love doing this. I have so much fun. If I didn't have fun doing this, I wouldn't make these videos or live streams. I wouldn't interact with you guys. That's why I do it. I do it for fun, and I love doing it. I love every single one of you guys in the comments, whether you think I suck, whether you think I'm the best thing ever, or if you're most of you, I'm assuming, are in the middle. So I love you all. So thank you. Jimmy's last time forever? Yeah, until he comes back like Jeff Gordon. I'm just kidding. I doubt he comes back. 974. Oh, did that number go up? Hold on. We got to check this out. Whoa, it did go up. It says 974. Cool. Thank you to whoever subscribed. I don't know if it was through this live reaction. I know the freaking reaction video is already at 1,000 views or something, which is mind-blowing in itself. So thank you for that. We're having a record amount of viewers on a live stream. We hit 46 and we're consistently in the 20s and 30s. That's channel records all around. So thank you. I do not. Hello, Cardinals fan. 1990. Hello. I do not have iRacing. Go Chase Elliott. I agree. Wasn't Kyle Busch's year. I'm a Kyle Busch fan, but hats off to Chase. Raced well this season. What was I about to say? Kyle Busch. Yes, that's what we were talking about. Kyle Busch, he had such a rough year. And he still won a race. I'm happy he won a race because, everyone hates Kyle Busch because, he's one of the personalities in NASCAR, and sometimes he gets pissed off. It's okay to get pissed off sometimes when you lose, when you're doing bad. It's a part of being a competitor. I really like Kyle Busch as a competitor. Sometimes he can go a little far, I think, but he's an incredible competitor. He's an incredible race car driver. I love him, but to deny his talent is an actual joke. So I'm happy he got a win. I miss Jimmy already. I do too. I miss him. Jimmy, I miss him already. But yeah, next year he's going to be in IndyCar, and actually one of the IndyCar races is really close to me, so I'm going to try to make it to that race next year to see him, and it's a road course, so hopefully I can see him. Dude, that'd be cool if I got to meet him or something, get him to sign my face. That'd be cool. But hold on. I'll be right. Hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta go do something real quick. All right, can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Sorry, I turned the microphone off, so I need confirmation that someone can hear me. Testing. Sweet, you can hear me, according to David. I hope everyone else can, or else this is going to be awkward. All right. Noah Gregson, I don't know if he'll replace anyone as of now. But I think Graxton's a talented driver. I think he's an all right dude, but sometimes he can be a little aggressive. I don't know. I think it was a good call not to pull him up too early. So I think I want to wait and see some more that he does in the Xfinity Series before I pull him up to Cup. I still don't think he's proven enough. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. Sweet. Everyone can hear me. Yeah. I would not be surprised if tomorrow, like, Rick Hendrick and Chase Elliott announce like a lifetime contract. There is Rick Hendrick and eventually Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon's going to take over Hendrick Motorsports, let's be honest. Would be completely stupid to lose Chase Elliott. They will do anything. They will shut down the other three teams to keep Chase Elliott. They will do anything they need to. So I think they're going to try to lock him up now to like a lifetime contract, and he gets as much money as he wants. And him and Napa, I think that's going to be a relationship that lasts a while too. So all this Napa gear I have, but you know what? Screw it. Let's go back to the first Napa hat that I ever got. Or technically the second, because I got a Martin Truex Jr. one back at home. But the first Chase Elliott Napa hat. Yes. Back in 2016 when I went to the Texas Spring Race, I had to make a decision. Who am I going to be a fan of now that Jeff Gordon is retired? And I thought the successor to the 24 will be a great decision, I hope. Chase Elliott will win races. Maybe even a championship one day. Oh, man. I remember just 2 years ago, we didn't think he could win a freaking race. It was 99 starts. He couldn't win a race to save his life. He wins at Watkins Glen, and ever since then, he's gone off. He's dominated road courses. He's won at every type of track. Dover, Kansas, Talladega, Watkins Glen again, the Roval, Daytona road course, and then at Martinsville, Phoenix, and now he's got a championship. Dude, I can't believe it. I'm going to, screen. I forgot about that. Oh boy. Okay, I hate you, computer, sometimes. But yeah, let's see here. Go to NASCAR's home site. Let's see. Dude, I'm so freaking happy. It's been so long. Look how happy he is. Look how happy Chase Elliott is. Look at him. He's so happy. Dude, I can't believe it. Jimmy Johnson's heart is full. So is mine, Jimmy. We're going to keep it right there. Chase Elliott gets a Patrick Mahomes level contract. Oh, God, man. If anyone gets offered Patrick Mahomes level contract, if you don't take that in the first 3 seconds, you're an idiot. He's getting like, what, $400 million or something over 10 years? Ah! Could you imagine having that much money? That'd be insane. Napa on the 9 will be iconic. I agree. Do you think they'll ever change the paint scheme, though? Or will it be like Joey Logano in the 22? Like, they'll never change that paint scheme. Would he win 5 in a row? No, I don't. Dude, I really don't think anyone's ever going to win 5 in a row, especially with this format. I don't think anyone ever wins 5 in a row. Daytona 500 is so unpredictable. My early pick, though, I hate giving early picks, but I'll give one for this, is Alex Bowman. It just feels so appropriate for Alex Bowman. The 48 to go win this for so long. And then Alex Bowman's first race in the 48 for him to win. Let's see. Oh, my gosh. 28 likes on this live stream. You guys are the best. You are awesome. Everyone gets a high five. Thank you. Subscribers up to 978. It has been a great night. Chase Elliott Championship. The numbers on this channel are skyrocketing. We got a 2-liter Mountain Dew right here to celebrate with. A Kit Kat bar. A mini Kit Kat bar, which I guess I'll eat now. Frustrating. Thank you, Swiss. 008 for subscribing. It means a ton. You don't even understand. We're on the road to 1,000. We're getting so close to that number. It's been so long, just like Chase Elliott's championship journey. I guarantee you, if you did the math, there would be more time between Chase Elliott's first start as a full-time driver and his first win than his first win in his first championship. Good Kit Kat. Now, talk about an early Christmas present. That's amazing right there. What just happened there? That's a great Christmas present. I mean, Christmas? When does Christmas happen? Or not when, but like how many weeks, I should say. I'm trying to say how many weeks till Christmas? It's about 3 till Thanksgiving. 2.5 or 3 till Thanksgiving. And then it's another 4. I think it's like 4 weeks after is Christmas about. So that's crazy. We have less than 10 weeks left in 2020. 2020's been such a weird year outside of NASCAR. I mean, seriously, like earlier today, it's so sad, but Alex Trebek, longtime Jeopardy host, iconic Jeopardy host, everyone loves him. He passed away, which was really sad. Obviously sending best wishes and condolences to their family, hoping that they're, I know that they're grieving, but obviously a really sad moment for someone that iconic, someone that everyone loves to pass away. 2020 has just been that kind of year with COVID and all that, but dude, it's been a chaotic year, and it's almost over. But we're in this is the best thing so far to happen in 2020, if you're asking me. Chase Elliott winning the championship. That's the best thing to happen in 2020, if you're asking me. What else has happened in 2020? That's good. We're only talking about good stuff in 2020 now. Chase Elliott winning the championship. That's about it. My football teams are pretty inconsistent. The Texas Longhorns and the Dallas Cowboys. Speaking of, did the Cowboys win, or did they give that game? I saw they led like the whole game. Did they end up winning? If they didn't win, I personally think they should start tanking for defense. But I saw they were winning and that they were actually playing defense. And they still have a shot at the division, which is a joke to me, but did they win? Did the Dallas Cowboys win? Anyone? There's 22 of you in the comments. One of you's got to know if the Dallas Cowboys won. Okay. Guess I'll look at my notifications. And they lost. I'm not surprised. I have Chase Elliott, though. Chase Elliott's my championship winner. Dallas Cowboys, you disappointed me once again. It's been a crazy year for sports, too. If you think about it, you had the NBA bubble. Bye, Marble Man. Have a great rest of your night. The 24 going back to the victory lane was another great thing that happened this year. As a longtime Jeff Gordon fan, it's so cool to see the 24 go back to victory lane and to see his old car and old team and replacement driver win a championship in 5 freaking years, man. That's mind-blowing. 5 years. Hello, Racer1148. How you doing? I think the racing was hit or miss this year. Like, we had races like last week in Martinsville that were absolutely great races. We had the Bristol races that were great this year. But then we really did have some pretty poor races. Excuse me. We did have some really poor races, but the super speedways, as always, this super speedway package, in my opinion, is the best package, most consistent package. It doesn't put out good racing. It puts out great racing every single time. We have yet to see a bad race under that package. Short tracks this year, Martinsville and Bristol put on great racing. Even some of the we had 2 road course races. They were a little meh, but overall I think they were better. And then we had races like Kansas, but they were just not good. I mean, you're never gonna have 36 good races. Let's be honest. You're gonna have some bad races where someone kicks everyone's butt and wins by 20 seconds, and there's gonna be no passing. We're never gonna have 36 perfect races in a season. We're gonna have bad races, but you know, it's a part of sports. It's like football. You look at I hate comparing NASCAR to other sports that are stick and ball sports, but it's true. You look at the football games this weekend. There are going to be some games that were really good. They were shootouts. They were really close. But then there's going to be some that are blowouts because the team is that much better. It's that way for every sport. You're going to have good games and bad games, good races, bad races. So we just got to accept that fact that not every race is going to be good, but we need to try to get as many races as good as possible. Oh no. Oh no. Racer 1148. You're a Denny fan. I'm so sorry, man. That's a tough scene. Thoughts on the new car? I am so excited for it. Anything to get rid of this 550 high downforce package. I'm not. I'm also. I would prefer the 750 low downforce with a super small spoiler over the 550 package, but I'm not a fan of that one either. To be honest, I don't want to say not a fan, but I don't think that's the answer either. We saw some pretty 2018. There were some pretty bad races. I couldn't even tell you what happened outside of who won with a lot of races in 2018 because the races were that bad. My personal preference would be the 2014 package. I think they had 850, maybe even 950 horsepower. They had a tall spoiler, so they had both high downforce and high horsepower, and it was great racing. It didn't matter where we went. You look at that schedule that year. Tracks we complain about: Kentucky, Texas, Michigan, Indianapolis. Racing there in 2014, the races were good. They weren't great. They weren't the greatest things ever. Now, Texas had some great races that year, but Kentucky, Indianapolis, Michigan, they didn't have great races, but they had good races. So if it were up to me, I'd say 2014 package for the 1.5 miles, the intermediates, 750 for the short tracks and road courses. That's my personal preference. And then you cannot, I swear, if they touch the super speedway package, I will be mad. The super speedway package is perfect as is. Now they may have to do some tweaks for the next car because it's a very different car, different body, different shape, maybe even a different engine, but they got to try to get it as close as possible to the current plate package. I think the plate package, even after they adjusted it after the Newman crash, it's still perfect. Yeah, agreed, Clemson Carson. I just wish they could find a way to limit dirty air. Thoughts on the new car? Just answer that. Sorry. Do you think the choose zone would be implemented at super speedways? I honestly say screw it. Let's do the choose rule everywhere. It's been so sick. I think it was just a test run this year, and they didn't want to do anything screwy with the road courses and super speedways. But with super speedways, it's just like if you do the choose rule, it's going to be Chevys on the inside, Ford on the outside, and it's going to be very predictable. But if you mix it up, you're going to have to choose who's in front of or who's behind you, pushing you. You may not have your manufacturer behind you. I think we should have it at road courses, but I will say I do like it not being at super speedways, if we're being completely honest, because I want you to think about this. The first 5 guys pick the inside line. Quinn Houff decides to take the top. So on the inside, you have Kevin Harvick, Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski, and Ryan Blaney. On the outside, you have Quinn Houff getting pushed by Alex Bowman. Do you really want to see what's going to happen next? Do you want to see what happens in that restart zone? I don't. So I think the choose rule should not be a thing at super speedways. Just my opinion. But really good question. Very good question. Thank you for that, Lorenzo. Even today, it was tough to pass, especially early in the race. It cost Harvick a win at Kansas. Yeah, it cost Harvick a championship 4 spot. I'll be honest. I'm not a fan of PJ1. They talk about how it makes the tire stick, but I think they could have gone without the PJ1 today. I really do think they could have gone without it. I think we could have had a really good race without the PJ1 today. You know, I still think we had a really good race today. No, I'm not going to go out there and say it's been the best Phoenix race ever. It's been the greatest championship race ever, but I think we had a good race. We had a 3-car battle for the lead. We had a great battle at the end of stage 2. No major playoff implications, no drama, but I think it was a good, solid race. I would give it probably an 8 out of 10. Wasn't as good as Martinsville last week. It wasn't as good as the Bristol races this year, but it was a good, solid race. Logano led 125 laps. That was the second most today to Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott, 153 laps led. Chase with the cup, really good point. Chase wins the championship, most people. He didn't deserve it. Me, it's 2020. What do you expect? Do you think Hendrick will be the best team next year with Larson, Elliott, Bowman, and Byron? Yeah, we talked about that a bit. No question about it, they have the best young stable in the garage, but to say they have the best team when you look at Penske, Penske's got a strong lineup. You got Joey Logano and Brad Keselowski, both champions, both guys who just made the Final Four. Ryan Blaney, a young star in the making. He just has to start winning more. You look at Stewart-Haas. I think Stewart-Haas Racing, outside of Kevin Harvick, is a little weak. But you got 2 young guys, Cole Custer and Chase Briscoe now, who could potentially be future stars. Almirola. I'm not sold on Almirola, to be honest. After 2018, I was like, dang, this guy could be good in the future. But last year and this year, he's been very disappointing, if we're being honest, compared to that first year. Looking at other teams, Joe Gibbs Racing, a very strong lineup. They're always going to be strong. So I think that Gibbs and Penske are the top 2. Harvick, if we're going individual teams, Harvick is a top team, but Stewart-Haas as a whole is just weaker. It's like Harvick, everyone else. In my mind, Harvick is the champion. Yeah, I mean, Harvick had such a great year, and the fact that he didn't win the championship is a little mind-boggling to me, but I'm going to say the same thing about Gordon. I'm going to say Gordon should have won the 2014 title, and people are going to say Harvick should have won the 2020 title. It's how it is. But as a Chase Elliott fan right now, I'm just embracing the fact that he's a champion. So happy, man. So happy. Yeah, I agree. I think Larson and Elliott, that's going to be an epic battle between two teammates next year. I don't know. Larson's been out of the car a year. I think he's a super talented driver, but I really don't know how quickly he'll adapt into the Hendrick car, how much they'll have to adjust. But yeah, I really don't know how they'll do. I've never personally witnessed my favorite driver ever win a championship. When Kenseth won his, I was too young to understand. I'm on that same boat. Jeff Gordon only won 1 title while I was alive, and I think I was like 1 year old, so I wasn't even a NASCAR fan, but I saw Gordon get close in 2014, 2015, but this is special, to say the least. To see your favorite guy win a championship is so special, so unique, something you'll never forget. This is a night I'll never forget. This Mountain Dew bottle will stay. I probably shouldn't have shook that up. Stick with me for a while. Gonna head out. All right, it was good seeing you, Brady. Thank you for joining into the live stream. Chase Elliott title. Woo. Yeah, good point. Larson did almost win. I didn't even think about that. But just like Chase Elliott, took him a while to win, but he started winning a lot in 2017. But Chase Elliott, dude, he's a freaking champion. I can't believe it. Yeah, us Chase Elliott fans have been through a lot. I remember I missed his first win. I was doing some like summer class or something for like SAT or something. I had to get ready for the SATs, and it was a Sunday. I had my Chase Elliott shirt on. I still had a 24 shirt, so I had my Chase Elliott number 24 shirt on. I sat in the back row, and I would check my phone every couple of minutes just to see who's winning. I saw Chase Elliott leading, and I was like, all right, how does he do it this time? How does Martin Truex Jr. beat him? How does Chase Elliott blow this thing? And about an hour after that, I look at my phone and it says breaking news: Chase Elliott finally gets his first career win. I was like, part of me was like, oh my gosh, he won. But then part of me is like, oh my gosh, I missed his first win. And so I made sure today I was like, I'm not I'm not missing this. If Chase Elliott wins his first championship today and I miss it, I'm gonna regret it for the rest of my life. And he won it. I'm so glad that I was able to witness it, be a part of that celebration, I guess. Be able to go crazy. You guys, if you haven't seen it, I made a reaction video of me going crazy to Chase Elliott winning the title. Just, dude, I'm speechless. I really am. I'm absolutely speechless at. I don't know what to say. Oof. Yeah, Larson's winning the dirt race next year. I'm not even going to pick anyone else. I don't care how good Christopher Bell is. It's Kyle freaking Larson. Oh, man. How do you think Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson are going to pair up as teammates? Great question, Chad. I think they're going to be a great duo. I mean, you now have NASCAR Cup Series champion Chase Elliott. It's a great thing to say. And a young star, Kyle Larson. Dude, I think it's going to be a great teammate. We'll look at 2021 later. I'm still soaking in the fact that Chase Elliott won the championship. Chase wasn't the best car all year, but it wasn't like he showed up in the playoffs. He's been consistent all year. He just got really hot in the playoffs. Yeah, I agree. They started off really hot in the spring, won a pole at Phoenix, led almost 100 laps there. Ran really good at Las Vegas, ran really good at Darlington, ran really good at Charlotte, got a win. They went really cold over the summer. They were poor at Texas, poor at Kentucky, poor performance at Indianapolis, Pocono. They had one good run, I think. But then they won at the Daytona road course, had a good outing at one of the Dover races, crashed out at the other. But then you go into the playoffs, and they were great. They had winning speed at almost every single track, and they finally got it done. They won a couple races when they had to, and they are now champions. Alan Gustafson is a crew chief, championship crew chief. Eat it, haters. Alan Gustafson has more championships than your crew chief, maybe, unless you're a Kyle Busch fan or a Jimmy Johnson fan. Yeah, Larson is the old dude. Chase Elliott's freaking 24 years old, and he has a championship. Mind blowing. I don't know. I'm expecting them to use a traditional 5 font, but I really don't know. Yes, Clemson Carson. Thank you so much. That's the comment of the day right there. I'll admit I was a Gustafson hater. I'm man enough to admit I was wrong. Let's go. Yeah, Gustafson's made some bad calls in the past, and I've said that's a bad call. But, dude, I just love Alan Gustafson. I don't know why. I have just loved him. Ever since he moved to Jeff Gordon, he got a win in the second race with Jeff Gordon. I've loved Alan Gustafson. And to see him, he's going to have a big old ring on his finger, championship ring. That's going to be a beautiful sight. Beautiful sight. But, yeah, thank you for admitting that you were wrong on Alan Gustafson. He's a champion now, which makes me so happy. If I can get a championship shirt that says like Alan Gustafson champion, in your face haters, I will get that shirt. Dude, oh my gosh, 39 likes on this live stream. Holy crap. Dude, you guys are the best. It's not like I hated the guy. It was just frustration pouring on the Coke 600. But this totally makes up for it. Yeah, I was frustrated after the Coke 600 too. That caution came out. I was like, God, he's going to stay out, and there's a chance he gets run over. But then I was like, oh, Las Vegas. Joey Logano stayed out, and this package saved him. I was like, all right, stay out, and we win the 600. And Alan Gustafson was like, pit. And Chase Elliott was like, why? And Alan was like, pit. And Chase said, okay. And then Chase was like, ah! And then Alan was like, my bad. But then Alan Gustafson was like, hey, watch this. Daytona Road Course, Charlotte, Roval, Martinsville, Phoenix Championship. Did somebody say RC Racer 88s? You did. Dude, I always complain about the people above me, like, being crazy. They've been calm the past couple of days. But, yeah, I feel bad for the people below me. I was jumping up and down, losing my mind. Might send them, like, a apology basket or something if I disturbed them during a test or something. But it was worth it. It was worth celebrating. I haven't got any, like, knocks saying, hey, shut up. So that was good. Yeah. And then, obviously, you guys saw speaking of the reaction video. The reaction video is doing great. 1,200 views. Oh, my gosh. 38 likes. Jeez Louise. Yeah. Looking back, Chase was doomed whether he pitted or not. I agree. He was the best car there at the end. I find it ironic that in so many races that Chase Elliott's lost, cautions have screwed him. But in the two biggest races of his career, Martinsville last week and Phoenix this week, it was a long green flag run and there were no cautions that ended up saving him and getting him the title. But I low-key called that because we had late race cautions in the trucks and Xfinity. I said, watch the Cup race end in a long green flag run. Watch that happen, and of course it ended up happening. Oh, we're partying. If you hate Chase Elliott, avoid this channel. We're partying all week. We're having a great time. We're going to do some Chase Elliott dedication videos. I don't know if I'm going to sleep tonight. I think I'm eventually going to wear myself out, but, I got some homework to do eventually, but celebrate tonight. Tomorrow I only have one class. After that, I'll celebrate. I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to have as much fun. I'm going to embrace this thing. I'm going to celebrate the heck out of it. Dude, the 2006 Texas Championship, I don't think I was old enough to really understand and embrace. I remember a little bit of it, but I don't remember it well. I remember losing in 2009. That one sticks with me. I remember I had the face paint on, the little game stripes. I remember getting out my UT blanket on the floor, running around whenever they scored, but Colt McCoy got hurt and it was over. The Rangers World Series, oh my God, don't even get me started on that. How hard is it to freaking catch a ball, Nelson Cruz? I love you, but how? 2012 Oklahoma City Thunder. I was very accepting of that loss just because, 12-year-old me was sad that they lost, but looking back on it, they were so young. There was no way they were going to win. It would have taken a miracle for them to win. 2016, losing in the conference finals to Golden State hurts more. 2015, Gordon hurts a bunch because it was his last year and it would have been so cool to see him go out on top. But this one's special. Did you know that if Gordon, I don't know if he technically owns any other team other than the 48, but Gordon's an 11-time champion at least. He got 7 from Jimmy and then 4 from the driver's title. So Jeff Gordon's an 11-time champ. Yeah, Clemson Carson, to say you've had good luck outside of NASCAR is an understatement as a Patriots and Clemson fan. By the way, I'm extremely sorry about your loss yesterday with Clemson. I was watching that game and I was like, oof. But I think Clemson, once they get Trevor Lawrence back, they're winning the ACC. ACC champ Clemson will be in, and maybe a one-loss Notre Dame conference championship loser Notre Dame will be in. Imagine shoes rule at Talladega where all the Rick Ware cars being upset. Just the thought of a Rick Ware car leading at Talladega. If I'm ever at a race where a Rick Ware racing car leads a lap, I will go crazy. I will make it the most viewed video on my channel. Guy goes crazy over Rick Ware car leading, and if they freaking win a race, I will climb the fence and go on the track. I'm that confident that they will lose they will never win a race. I will do that. It's okay. I was extremely disappointed today, but this makes up for it. I don't even care. Yeah. Hey, Texas, they haven't been the prettiest wins, but they're on a win streak, and I'll take it. Considering how they've been the last 2 wins, a 3-game win streak makes me feel good. I tell you what, dude, we play Kansas in 2 weeks, and I'm nervous about that. The fact that I have to be nervous about Kansas is sad. That's how inconsistent we've been over the past 10 years. I have to be nervous about freaking Kansas. We beat them on a last-second field goal last year, and we had to beat them by a touchdown in Lawrence 2 years ago. To say I'm nervous about Kansas hurts my soul. Carl Edwards never won a championship. Mega tough scene. Cody Ware actually led a lap under caution at Talladega. Oh my gosh. It was probably like lap 5 when everyone pitted. Chase Elliott's a champion. He has more championships than your driver, maybe. Woo! Dude, at the beginning of his career, I was like, Chase Elliott's going to win races. He maybe even win double-digit races, but I wasn't going to lock him in as a champion. Dude. He is a champion. And I got a bunch of notifications about it, like freaking Fox News. Like, not Fox Sports, Fox News sent me a notification that said, I screenshotted so much stuff, like, of championship. Chase Elliott wins the 2020 NASCAR championship at Phoenix. Like, dude, freaking Fox News. The national news media that wasn't sports. That's mind-blowing. Oh, I blasted We Are the Champions on the way to pick this up. Like, I feel bad for anyone I drove by. I was blasting it. I was happy. Larson's good by only on big fast tracks. He won at Richmond, and he's been really good at Bristol. I'll defend Larson there. He hasn't been great on mile and a halves. He hasn't been great at, like, Martinsville. He's terrible at. But he's still won it, or he's still been really good at tracks like Bristol. Yeah, Chase Elliott could be a multi-time champion, but I don't know about 8. I mean, dude, I'm celebrating 1 right now. I'm not going to get too ahead of myself. Let's just be happy with the 1 for now. But dude, 11 wins, 1 championship. He passes Clint Boyer on the all-time win list. That's what we're here to celebrate. He passed Clint on the all-time win list. Dude. I can't believe it. Well, boys, I'm excited. I'm thrilled. You'll see more from me this week on Chase Elliott on the NASCAR 2020 season. We'll celebrate this title some more. Make some Chase Elliott dedicated videos. As I said with the NASCAR Wars, we'll do an end credits kind of thing where we basically recap the season. But, man, I've had a great time today. Chase Elliott wins the championship. Screaming, jumping up and down right here, watching that TV, watching him cross the finish line. It's a great feeling. One of my favorite days as a sports fan that he won the title. I got to go pre-order the gear. But, yeah, I think I'm going to cut this live stream right here. Because, yeah, I'm tired. I got some things to do, and then we'll celebrate some more later on. We may do some more live streaming this week. I don't even know, but I'm thrilled. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, this is a top 5 moment for me as a sports fan at worst, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. I've had a blast. I hope you've enjoyed this live stream. I hope you enjoyed the channel. If you do, like, subscribe, all that. Inching closer to the 1,000 subs. I mean, dude, I'm thrilled. So once again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great rest of your night. If you're a Chase Elliott fan, go celebrate. If not, high five.